Welcome back. It's time to get a check of your weather with meteorologist Thomas Geboy. And Thomas, we are kicking off the work week with a fresh round of snow. I like it.
Yep, very slippery for that Monday morning drive. So if anybody has a drive long enough in the northern and central portion of the state, you're probably going to, at the very least, run into some slippery conditions. We have winter weather advisory stretching from Weber County all the way down through Millard County. So basically stretching along the entirety of the I-15 corridor from Ogden down to Fillmore, the Central Mountains, the Wasatch Plateau and Book Cliffs, the Western Uintas, the Wasatch Back, and the Wasatch Mountains south of I-80. Also continue within this winter weather advisory that continues through 11 o'clock. And through 11 o'clock this morning, we could see an additional 1 to 3 inches for our valleys, an additional 1 to 3 inches for the Wasatch Back, and upwards of 6 inches, at least a possibility for our mountains. The best chance for snow in the central and northern portion of the state will be during the first half of the day. That chance will go down a little bit this afternoon, but it won't go away completely. So if you're going to be hitting the road, just factor in the weather just in case, as again, we are looking at those slippery conditions. We're not seeing up that much up around Cache Valley at this particular point, but we do have some scattered snow showers in the Wasatch Back and in Weber and Davis County and Salt Lake and the northern portion of Utah County. Not seeing quite as much as earlier, but you can definitely tell through Salt Lake and Utah counties we are still looking at scattered snow showers. With a little bit of snow around Tooele also this morning. Then as we make our way into central Utah, it's just hard for the radar to see in Juab and Millard counties just because of how far away it is compared to the radar site. But we have been seeing snow showers stretching all up and down the I-15 corridor. Even into Beaver County, we've seen a little bit of light snow. So this morning, if you're traveling basically along and north of the I-70 corridor, just build in that extra time just in case. Here's the view at State Street, US 89 in Rio Tinto Stadium near America First Field in Salt Lake, in the southern portion of the valley in Sandy, where those roads are again running very slick out there this morning. So build in that extra time just in case while the snow has calmed down in some spots out there this morning. That's not the case in the Wasatch Back. Here's the view from Heber Airport where that snow is steadily falling, and that is definitely coming down in a very big way in the Wasatch Back. In southern Utah, completely different story. This is going to be a beautiful sunrise, Southern Utah University in St. George, where all is nice and calm here, partly cloudy skies, and down in St. George we'll keep partly cloudy skies through today, but it will be a little bit breezy. As you're getting ready to head outside, we're sitting at 30 degrees in Salt Lake, 28 degrees in Provo, 40 degrees in St. George, 32 degrees in Blanding, and we're sitting at 28 degrees in Milford. So a jacket needed no matter where you are. And your out the door forecast along the Wasatch Front, we have that winter weather advisory from now through 11 o'clock this morning. And then as we get into the middle of the day, we're still going to have that chance for snow. It's just not going to be as high compared to what we're seeing out there currently, with daytime highs along the Wasatch Front eventually climbing into the mid and upper 30s, which is still a decent bit below our seasonal averages. And as we zoom things in here, as we zoom into the northern half of the state first, a daytime high in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees in the Wasatch Back, with a daytime high of 28 in Park City, 31 degrees in Heber, 34 degrees in Duchesne. Then as we make our way down into central Utah, high of 54 in Green River, 38 degrees in Gunnison, 41 degrees in Richfield. Then notice as you go south, you start to see a little bit more in the way of those sunshine icons, especially in southeastern Utah, the high of 51 in Blanding, 57 in Lake Powell. And we'll see a daytime high of 55 degrees down in St. George, which is going to be a pretty pleasant day across the Southwest desert. Now let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast, 7 o'clock this morning, and I think the Futurecast is underdoing it just a little bit, but what it is showing is that that best chance for snow showers over the next several hours really will be in the central and just northern portion of the state. Then as we make our way towards the end of that advisory at 11 o'clock this morning, the snow showers become a little bit more hit or miss. Won't see quite as much compared to what we're seeing out there currently. But that chance won't go away completely. Even throughout this afternoon with isolated snow showers continuing, that will continue even into this evening. I think we'll get a little bit of a break along the Wasatch Front, but holding on to that chance for snow showers even into our Tuesday across the central and northern portion of the state. Things could calm down a little bit going into Tuesday afternoon, into Tuesday night, all for another system to head our way. This active pattern looks like it's going to be sticking around. Let's go ahead and walk you through it here on the Long Range Futurecast beginning at Tuesday morning at 5 o'clock. So again, we have those isolated snow showers around, then going into our Wednesday. Our next system comes in from the west, so the central and northern portion of the state, more chances for wet weather. Things calm down a little bit going into Thursday as high pressure tries to briefly build in, but it won't be sticking around too long because between Friday and Saturday, we'll likely get another system working its way towards us, but with a southerly flow out of this particular system between Friday and Saturday, we actually could be talking about valley rain and mountain snow rather than just talking about just straight snow across the board. In St. George, we're looking at mostly dry conditions, maybe a slight chance by Saturday, but each day will be about 2 degrees warmer than the last forecast. Overnight lows over the next several days will continue to be in the 30s, but we could be in the middle 60s by Saturday down in St. George. Then along the Wasatch Front, those daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 30s over the next few days. A chance for snow today, that best chance early on. A slight chance on Tuesday, bringing back that chance on Wednesday. Mostly dry on Thursday. Then getting into Friday and Saturday, that next storm system works its way towards us, where we could be talking about mainly valley rain and mountain snow. So more active weather heading our way. But